Crixus. And, you know, I had some contacts in some rugby as well at the time when I was struggling with all of that. And, you know, that was my way of letting out my internal sort of, conflict as well. But you know, Crixus was this incredibly broad character that could bring out so much of deep emotions, and then, you know, the sensitivity of love and tenderness. You know, and you know, those writers just basically gave me everything that I could hope for as an actor to express. It was like a wonderful piano piece that had all of the feeling to it, you know. And yeah, you know, I mean, in some way, in the full circle of life, I feel like I've been given this, you know, this path to follow, and it's been enriching. And you know, when people come up to me and they say, "Oh, we really felt Crixus," you know, I really felt him as well. You know, and I hope that that's what was part of that performance that we all enjoyed together. And you know, I can sort of go, "Hey, Mom, you know, we're doing okay." You know, that's the truth of it.
Just very fast. So, from a dancer to like a warrior, how does that work?
Well, you know, I'm a Maori as well, you know. I mean, you know, I haven't spent my whole life kind of trying to just, you know, recover from a 15-year-old tragedy, you know. I mean, you know, during my sort of 20s, I started going back to New Zealand. I was raised in Australia, but I started going back to New Zealand to sort of find out something about my culture. And, you know, some of the things that I found out about Maori culture, you know, fused from being warriors and having, you know, the haka that some of you might have seen us perform out the front there. Maybe a bit later. But, you know, to being a tribal people who after 4 generations are still fusing their way into the world and holding on to some of their culture and holding on to some of their spiritual beliefs as a people. You know, I mean, that cultural struggle that I'm aware of now, I've become more aware of, I've seen my own family history's lineage in that struggle as well. There's another thing that sort of endears me to the idea that, you know, the art platform that I'm involved in, you know, whether it be through Spartacus and this sort of, you know, story of human equality, you know, that there's some sort of expression in this art form that, you know, being here in Dubai and seeing culture, you know, in a different country and knowing that somehow I'm part of this as well. I'm part of your mind space. Somehow in my performance you smile at me and you see something of a Maori guy, you know, who's connecting with you on this kind of story bridge. You know, I mean, that's just, you know, that to me is the fulfilling part of what I do. You know, even though I'm playing Deathstroke in my next show. You know, I'm going to try to make Deathstroke a very memorable character as well. You know, I'm still waiting to see what the path leads to with my character. But you know, I mean, just to have the opportunity. Put it this way, I'm a Maori, and just to have the opportunity as a Maori to be involved in this big world of filmmaking and television making. You know, it's a privilege and an honour for me to have got the opportunity. You know, hopefully it reflects upon my younger folk. Maoris, you know, young Maoris back in New Zealand, you know, they're like, "Oh, Uncle Manu, geez, you're doing big jobs up there, Hollywood." Yeah. It's
so, last question for me before